before I tell you guys about this epic movie, check out these awesome Boruto posters. The fans have been hyped about my Boruto videos for months, and it's time to give back to you guys. If you can all get this video to over 1,000 likes and we hit 300 comments, I will be randomly selecting subscribers to send one of these Boruto posters or one of the Naruto mini posters that I picked up in Japan. All you have to do is like this video, be subscribed to my channel, and tell me in the comments what is your favorite scene from the Boruto movie, or if you haven't seen it, who is your favorite character from the new generation, Sarada, Boruto, Mitsuki, or any of the other new kids. Tell me in the comments and you might get picked. Not only that, but if you also follow me on Twitter or Instagram at soul_animation, you have a way bigger chance of winning because I'll be selecting some of you as well. Let me know if you'd love a poster. I'll be messaging you if you win. I'm so excited for the giveaway, but let's get into it. Finally, after months and months of waiting for Boruto the movie, it has been released in US theaters for special screenings. It's been out in Japan. It should be coming to the UK next month. I'm not sure of every country, so if it's out anywhere else, let people know in the comments, and there are going to be major spoilers in this video. You have been warned. So my best friend and I went to see this in theaters. You have to see it in theaters. You have to have the big screen and surround sound, which blows you away, starting with Sasuke's sword clashing against the glowing red weapon of a new antagonist, Kinshiki Ōtsutsuki. This guy is a badass. This was probably my favorite scene in the whole movie. We will find out soon because I already bought tickets to go see it a second time next week. But you have my favorite character Sasuke going all out, sick fight choreography, and an insanely high speed pace to kick off the movie. Those two go blow for blow, and we also see the main antagonist, Momoshiki, who eats pills or chakra to get stronger. But cutting to Boruto, Mitsuki, and Sarada, the new main team, hilariously enough led by Konohamaru, of course struggling working together right off the bat. Boruto is much older than the last time we saw him in the last Naruto the movie, which I just got done rewatching the other day. Go watch that movie if you haven't yet. It's already out on Blu-ray and DVD. So Konohamaru is using this new device on his arm that basically lets you use any jutsu. He accidentally destroys someone's house. The theater burst out laughing for that one. I mean, you saw Boruto using the Rasengan and the Chidori in the previews. He can do them without any effort because of advancement in technology, which eventually becomes his downfall. He also thinks of himself as a one-man team, which with the theme of teamwork running throughout the series for years, that's never a good sign to start out with. That said, you can't blame everything on Boruto. Naruto is as busy as ever, running around Konoha with shadow clones, taking care of business as the 7th Hokage, buying up all the ramen, and ultimately ignoring his family for his duties, much to the dismay of Boruto, who tells Naruto that becoming the Hokage is pointless, and that if he misses his younger sister's birthday, he will never forgive him. This is followed up by the ninja tool scientists conning Boruto into using their new technology. We also cut to see the Eight Tails power being taken from Killer Bee by Momoshiki, who completely wrecks the Eight Tails with a huge blast. Meanwhile, Boruto's cheating in video games and Sasuke's daughter Sarada is talking about becoming the Hokage. That night, we get such a beautiful scene. I completely respect Boruto for being so nice to his sister. Both he, Hinata, and Naruto sing Himawari happy birthday in Japanese, congratulating her, and as they say ometedo, Naruto disappears because it was a shadow clone, and he drops the cake on the floor. And silence, met with boos from the audience. That was honestly a very low point of the movie for me. I was so sad to see Naruto doing something like that. I mean, I'm so happy to see him fall in love with Hinata and have a family, but to do that to his own daughter and on her birthday, I'm surprised Hinata wasn't super angry because that was pretty awful. Boruto storms to his father's room and throws his old jacket out the window, clearly pissed off. I always would have assumed Naruto would be a very active father. It's a very interesting concept since he didn't really have a family growing up, and I figured now that he does have a family, he would spend all his time with him, but instead he seems very distant and maybe lost on how to take care of them. We're shortly pleased with some comic relief though, because Boruto answers the door with a punch, thinking it's going to be his father, but it's actually Sasuke blocking the punch so fast that Boruto doesn't even know what happened, and then Boruto remembers that he's Naruto's rival, and I was cracking up after Sasuke left when Boruto says, "Sasuke is so cool." I found that hilarious. Boruto tries to sneak up on Sasuke a bit later, but Sasuke easily takes him out. Another funny moment followed by Boruto requesting Sasuke to be his teacher, but since Boruto hasn't yet learned the Rasengan, Sasuke turns him down, leading Boruto to ask Konohamaru to teach him the Rasengan, and Boruto trolling Konohamaru for a bit. Sasuke shows up at the Hokage office telling Naruto that "I'm better than you." That whole exchange between Sasuke and Naruto had me smiling, and at that point I'm already starting to think, wow, this may be the last time we'll ever see Naruto and Sasuke together since Kishimoto's decided to end the entire series. So many bittersweet moments in the movie, but I loved every second of it. So Sasuke came for help to decipher a scroll, but moving along we're back to learning their Rasengan, Boruto getting frustrated with a water balloon, Sarada impressed watching him train, hiding in the trees. Finally, Boruto approaches Sasuke, able to create a small Rasengan, which disappears after Sasuke smacks it from his hand away, but it leaves a huge dent in the tree that Boruto didn't see at all, so Sasuke's ready to take him as his pupil. It's so epic. Sasuke Uchiha training Naruto's kid. Like, can you even believe this is happening? But Boruto thinks he failed, so he just leaves, and we get some nice interaction between Sarada and Sasuke. Surprisingly, Sarada and Sasuke seem like great friends, unlike the Naruto Gaiden manga where Sarada was crying, didn't know who her mother was. Now it seems like she's best friends with Sasuke and Sakura, and they've spent so much time together. And I'm pretty sure there's another time when the father and daughter talk. Clearly this is after that manga. Sarada is well aware that Sasuke's her father and Sakura is her mother. Sarada even says to Sakura, "You're all happy dad's home, aren't you?" Sasuke and Sakura must be having a good time, though I will say the movie was lacking some good Naruhina and Sasusaku moments. The action was amazing, but it would have been nice to have a little more romance between them. Anyways, Boruto thinks he's the shit because he has this ninja tool that does everything for him. Sasuke decides to teach him anyways, starting with some badass shuriken ricochet techniques. Boruto starts complaining that he can't do it. Sasuke summons a ton of shadow clones, telling Boruto it doesn't matter what clan you're from, you just need to train. Sai has a little trick up his sleeve for the first Chunin exam round, and thanks to Sarada and Mitsuki, Boruto passes. Seeing Shippuden and a bunch of other new characters was awesome too. Naruto's playing it cool in his Hokage office, acting like he doesn't care, but he's eagerly awaiting the exam results, which are delivered by Shikamaru. Naruto's still being his goofy self, you don't have to worry about that. He emails Boruto, good luck in the second round, but Boruto still thinks his father's stupid, and he still pokes at Sasuke, asking about his father's weaknesses. For the second round, they have to play Capture the Flag, and this really opens up a huge opportunity to check out the new characters. Some great fight animation, Sarada activating the Sharingan, I love this part. Boruto almost gets taken out, but he saves himself with the ninja tool, which Naruto banned from the exam since it doesn't test skill or teamwork, so Boruto digs himself further into trouble without anyone noticing, using some crazy water and lightning moves to win the round. When he gets home, he rushes up to his room, trying to hide the device on his arm, but Naruto comes upstairs and tells Boruto that he did great, and he tells him don't lose to Shippuden next round, offering a fist bump to his son, but Boruto leaves Naruto hanging because he's still trying to hide the device under his sleeve, and it's just another one of those moments in the movie that really leaves a smile on your face. Boruto grabs his chest in tears, and he starts grinning and freaking out after Naruto leaves his room because he's just so happy that Senpai noticed him. And for real, this movie has so many moments that leave you smiling or just in complete awe. Speaking of which, in the third exam, in the 1v1s, Sarada's punching people across the stadium, Sakura's freaking out for her, Boruto's beating everyone using the device. He has Sarada's attention, she's obviously looking up to him because he's doing so well, but Naruto, surrounded by the other Kage, jumps out of his seat after confirming with Hinata that Boruto's cheating. He scolds his son in front of the entire crowd, disqualifying him from the exams and taking away his headband. The scientist comes onto the stadium, revealing his plan to sell these devices as he was using Naruto's son to showcase how awesome they are. Not for long though, because Momoshiki and Kinshiki appear above the stadium and come flying down, destroying everything, explaining that they were sent to fulfill Kaguya's wishes. Sakura's awesome in this, she's destroying huge pieces of rubble before it comes crashing down on civilians. Naruto gets knocked out of the stadium, Sasuke shows up to save Sarada right before she gets crushed and explains how Momoshiki swallows pills to create chakra and he absorbs ninjutsu. This turns into a full-on barrage of attacks that Naruto and Sasuke have to defend their children from using Kurama and Susanoo armor. Boruto's in shock seeing Naruto go Ninetales mode, and I have to admit it was pretty badass seeing Naruto and Sasuke like that. However, this definitely brings us to the saddest part of the movie. The armor gets deteriorated, Naruto tells Sasuke to take care of everyone, and he turns to Boruto, his son, and gives him a smile, all before he's consumed in a gigantic explosion. I think the screen went black, and this is literally the point where the whole audience, myself included, is really thinking, Did Naruto just die? Was this the last time we'll ever see him? I could tell the room was silent. Black screen, dead silence, people in shock wondering what the hell just happened. Then we see Boruto waking up in the medical unit. After seeing his mother hurt, he rushes outside to see all of the medical tents everywhere. He throws the device off his arm and ends up at his dad's office wearing the old Naruto jacket he threw out earlier, calling it stupid. But Sasuke shows up real quick to let him know that he looks as stupid as Naruto used to look. Sasuke gives him a good talk, telling Boruto that you've lost all the exams, you've let everyone down, you've lost your father, and he asks him, what are you going to do now? That leads to Boruto wearing the old sliced headband and traveling to another dimension to save who? Sasuke finally lets us know that he senses Naruto's chakra and he's not dead. He's still on the verge of death though, as Kurama is being sucked out of him. Sasuke, Boruto, all of the Kage, Darui, who looks super badass by the way, they all go through Sasuke's portal after Hinata tells her son to bring back his father. Boruto and Naruto have a good father-son moment, referring back to earlier. Sasuke and Naruto were having a discussion about who Boruto is more like and how the soul of a ninja remains the same. This all leads to a seriously badass final fight scene. Kinshiki has a pretty good fight against the Kage, but eventually Kinshiki turns into a huge fruit or something, and Momoshiki eats him, turning into this red demon final form with a third eye, and they just have crazy battles. I will link the video in the description so you can check it out. Basically, Kurama Susanoo armor versus a huge rock monster, Sasuke teleporting, pulling off insane moves with a sword, such an epic fight, and Boruto and Naruto end it all with a giant Rasengan, very reminiscent of Gohan and Goku in the Cell Saga. There's flashbacks of Jiraiya, Minato, Naruto. It's full of sorrow and joy, and just one amazing moment after another to take down the final villain. Then at the end we have Boruto returning as the hero, and Sarada continuing to say that she wants to become the Hokage. Boruto saying that he's going to make his own path and that he's going to protect Sarada. Both of them are blushing the whole time. They were blushing multiple times in this movie when they were talking to each other. I swear if Kishimoto brings the series back, we are definitely going to see some Boruto-Sarada romance. Those two are adorable. I think they will end up together in the future. And finally, stay after the end credits. I mean, you have to listen to the amazing Kanabun theme song anyways, but after wondering the whole time who Mitsuki's parents are, we find out it's Orochimaru, and I think it's Sarada who asks him if it's his mother or his father. The whole theater was laughing. This movie was truly an amazing way to end the Naruto series and to set it up if Kishimoto decides to come back someday. But we still have the Naruto anime to look forward to. Crunchyroll.com/Soul if you want to watch Naruto free in HD. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Soul_animation. All the links in the description. Remember to tell me your favorite moment in the movie and crush that like button for the giveaway. Help me reach 100,000 subscribers. We're getting so close. Thank you all for watching, and a huge thank you to Kishimoto sensei for continuing this amazing series. I've probably been watching it for over 10 years. Arigatou gozaimashita. Mata ne.
See